All right, everybody, let's go live for the first time in what seems like forever. Welcome to the Shape of Horror podcast. I'm Bud. Thanks for tuning in. Got some people speaking Spanish in the chat. I welcome the diversity. How's everybody doing? Man, I just been just tied down with work. And normally this time when you watch, follow your favorite horror YouTubers, they're at it every day with a new video like Nick Push, Ronnie and Blake. I kind of dropped the ball here, but be as it may, we roll with the punches. A lot has happened since I was last on the air. Did episode 8 of Take It to the Grave with Nick Push. We gave, what was it, our top 10? Fuck, I don't even remember what it was. It was probably a great top 10, but I think at the time we were kind of getting word that the Halloween rights were, deal was about to be struck. Heavy bidding. I have some thoughts about that, but Halloween 45th anniversary. Malika Cod said, "Hey, we have something to announce shortly." And sure enough, man, days later, there's we get the announcement. So I'll get into that here in a little bit. Let's see who's rolling in here. The stash is back, everybody. Just so you know. Oh, that's me. Nick Push, hola. 0 to 14th, Joe. Good friend Joe, man. He's killing it. Retro gaming, YouTube, and on was it Twitch? Go give him a follow. If you love old Nintendo 8-bit gaming, he's your guy. Don't know what the fuck he's saying. I think he said bomb, whatever. Las cucarachas. I don't know. Watch matches the shirt. That is not by design. This is the band that came with the watch. I don't plan anything. Blake, you don't want a mustache ride. It's nasty. This is not Flavor Town. All right. People are rolling in here. Some of my favorite people. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm like late to the game here. Everybody has done probably 20. Halloween is returning. The rights have been purchased. Huge bidding war. This is my first since the news has been announced, so I have some ideas. Shane Emerson, thanks. How you doing, man? You did a great job on that Texas Chainsaw Next Generation review. Even though you're both of you, completely dead wrong about that movie. That movie's a masterpiece. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the franchise, has a lot of Oscar either winners or worthy talent. Let's go through it. Matthew McConaughey, Renee Zellweger, Viggo Mortensen, Texas Chainsaw 3. So many good ones. So many good ones. But I'm kind of late to the game on Texas Chainsaw Next Generation. Man, something about it. I loved it. I don't know why. Hot topics. Halloween is back. New game soon. Never Hike Alone 2. I did watch Never Hike Alone 2. And I liked it a lot. I thought Tom Matthews he must have gone to acting school between the last Never Hike Alone. He did some voiceover work for the Friday the 13th video game. Man, he cleaned his shit up and did a great job. That whole thing, the only really gripe I have with Never Hike Alone 2 is Jason's look. I don't like the open shirt thing. I just, just stick to the Friday the 13th, 3, 4, a little bit in 5, 6. Just stick with that look. I don't know. But like Never Hike Alone 2, I saw Saw X, and what to say about Saw X? It is the Dark Knight of Saw movies. It's like Saw 10, X, whatever the fuck it's called, is better probably than any Halloween sequel after Halloween 2. Believe it or not. I think you can get it on streaming if you can. Check it out. It's fucking amazing. It's like character development. You have to kind of suspend your disbelief a little bit because Shawnee Smith is in it. She's this takes place between Saw 1 and 2. I mean, she's 55 years old. There's only so much makeup can do. So, but great movie. Much better now that Bud is back. So yeah, about that. Um, I've been working a lot of night shifts. I'm happy to report to you that in the month of November I will be available every week. So take it to the graves coming back tomorrow night, right here on the Shave of Horror podcast. I will give that we're gonna do a top 10 list. I'll give that out here. Nick, I'm sorry, Nick Push. Five Nights at Freddy comes out Peacock and in theaters. It's tracking to do huge business. Five Nights at Freddy's is going to make probably 50 million, probably this weekend. So I wonder if they kind of regret the choice of releasing it on Peacock. Seems kind of dumb. Yeah, yeah, Blake. It's on Peacock on Friday, probably like at 11 p.m. Freddy is actually at Joe's house since the dog is adorable. If you haven't seen Joe's dog, adorable Shih Tzu. Love Shih Tzus. I have one, Lucy. She eats her own shit, so don't kiss her. So Halloween. So we heard that there was a huge bidding war between A24, Miramax, and even Bloomhouse. Let me just cut it to you straight. There was no bidding war. Miramax was bidding against itself, guaranteed. There's real like the Halloween franchise is in shambles. After which I'm going to talk about this, but the Halloween trilogy, David Gordon Green, as we saw, Exorcist Believer came out. He's done there. I don't think David Gordon Green. I don't think any studio is going to trust that guy to direct another horror franchise. Now, Exorcist Believer was a complete box office flop and failure. Uh, Horrible reviews. I actually was gonna go see it and I backed out just because of the reviews. I'm gonna wait for it to come to streaming, but I already know it's gonna be a train wreck. So yeah. So David Gordon Green really set the Halloween franchise back. So let's cut the shit. Miramax was bidding against itself. I mean, they already had the film rights. Every time you watch a Halloween movie since Halloween 6, Dimension, which is part of Miramax, Rob Zombies, all of it. It's always Miramax has always been there. So come on, let's cut the shit. They bid against themselves, and they won. And so their big announcement is they are going to create a TV series and an integrated film TV universe, whatever that is. It's just I don't think they even know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they know what they're gonna do, but they will come up with something. Joe, Shih Tzus are the best. We have another one named George 3 weeks ago. You're gonna have to send me pictures of George. Like, what George is he named after? George Burns, George Clooney. Alley Girl has 2 Aussies named Preston and Turco. Pretty terrible names, if you ask me, but I'm sure they're very lovely dogs. I have one named Bane. He's a Chihuahua. I fight every day, not punting him 60 yards down the street. He's annoying. Really hate his guts, but he lives here and I have to take care of him. And then I have Lulu, my Shih Tzu. She's probably laying in a bed. No, she's not there. But like I said, she eats her own shit. Don't trust her. Joseph the Horror Guy. Awesome. Halloween 4, Danielle Harris. Awesome. George Costanza. I hope you know what, Nick, they said that they might bring back Seinfeld. I think Jason, whatever his name is, needs that. See, Rachel named it after one. Oh my God, it's even worse than I could have imagined, Joe. Worse than I could have imagined after one of the twins in Harry Potter. Entertainment Wizard, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the show. Just talking about Halloween. So, integrated film universe. Let me get this up here. I mentioned it's the 45th anniversary of the movie that probably changed all of our lives. John Carpenter's Halloween. I think it came out pretty close to 45 years ago today, maybe, give or take. Interesting times that that a movie like this, so many people would come to love, to where there's a whole YouTube community of people, and here we are 45 years later talking about it in a TV series. I totally believe the TV series is going to be a fleshed out, nuanced retelling of the story we know. Michael Myers, the little boy that kills his sister on Halloween night. I think it's all they're going to just do that. And then we get it. I think that's probably the safest bet for a TV series to go. Blake, thank you. Released in Kansas 45 years ago yesterday. Hard to believe. Hard to believe. How old were you 45 years ago yesterday? I may or may not tell you how old I was. But yeah, integrated film TV universe. So I don't know what to extrapolate. I love that word from that. Are they gonna like do the series and then spin off from what they do in the series? Like, what are we gonna get? We got like a Smith's Grove film. We're gonna get like a Dr. Loomis, like the side adventures. Like, I really don't understand it. Uh, I think they're just being a little bit too presumptuous by saying that they want to do a integrated film TV universe. I have some ideas though. Like there is one movie in particular in the whole franchise that I think is ripe for so many spin-offs. There's only one, and I'm going to go through some of them. And it's Halloween Resurrection. So many threads to spin off from. And I think they should do this. I think they should make a Freddie Harris Dangertainment prequel. Get somebody younger. Don't get don't get this guy. Get somebody younger and let's find out like how Dangertainment was born, how he became a media conglomerate. Great idea. Freddie Harris. The next one. I want to know who this guy is. Like I feel this guy is a blank slate, completely open book. Let's find out who this guy is and what the fuck is wrong with him. What do you guys think of that? Let's go to the chat. Do you want to know who this guy is? What his problem is? Let's see, Entertainment Wizard. Speaking of Halloween, I think I saw some of the photos. After attending Halloween 45, I thought I was done with conventions this year, but Friday he's going on a train and a bus for 7 hours to go see the station wagon. That's gonna be cool. Are they gonna let you sit in it and take a picture, or you just have to stand behind a rope? And I mean, that's gonna be awesome. I saw some of your convention stuff. Looks like you had a big blast, man. I'm happy for you. I'm still gonna have to work up the courage to go to one of these, but I think for the people, Bud needs to go to a horror convention like Nick Push and pay. What was it? I don't know how much you paid, Nick, but you met Nick Castle. I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Joe, he doesn't know if he wants to see Loomis in a huge role just because it won't be Pleasance. Well, that's why, they can't. Me and Nick talked about this. Like, they need to get away from making Loomis a British guy, old bald guy with a beard. Get away from that. Just like make Loomis a chick. I don't know, but we can go back and revisit and unpack the Michael Myers, Laurie Strode, whatever. Like, I think that's what they're gonna do for the TV series. But let's see here. Kevin Hart is Freddy. Oh, he's too short. I don't like it. Doogie Howser. Paxton Scoggins, welcome to the chat. We're talking about the Halloween integrated film TV universe. Very wordy. Let's see here. He paid too much to meet Nick Castle. Make Loomis an Asian woman would be perfect for 2023. I like it. I like it. So let's go on to my next idea. Let's find out who this guy is too. Harold. What did he do to get into the nut house? Like, how many people did he kill? It has to be a lot. Lots of integrated film TV universe material here. I want to know what she does for entertainment, because it doesn't look like she does anything but make coffee, sit around, and look pretty. Like, we'll find out what she does. And then this last one, I think was this Deckard and Mickey. I think Mickey is totally in love with Deckard, and this would be a nice little love, like set in the Halloween universe with, like bros kind of, where they fall in love at the end. Just, I'm kidding, man. Let's before, yeah, we'll get into that in a second. But yeah, it's just some of my ideas. They're pretty terrible. Went over about as well as I thought it would. Harold likes clowns. That's why I thought, but he's obsessed with serial killers. Like, he knows, it's like an walking encyclopedia. Serial killers. Like, pretty interesting guy. He's the more interesting than probably any new character other than maybe Vicky in David Gordon Green's Halloween trilogy. Definitely. He was screwing a jar of jelly in public. Like warm apple pie, right? Let's see here. Just a picture. EW didn't get enough of the autograph, unfortunately. So I want to go back to the film universe. And I want to go back to 1982. It's 1982, and Halloween 3 came out. They envisioned Halloween 3 to be the first chapter of an anthology, right? But let's go back to the time. See, Michael Myers was kind of a new thing. Horror franchises were kind of a new thing. It was, I think, an idea that was ahead of its time. The Halloween anthology series, and what do we see now? We have The Conjuring. They've spun off a whole film universe with that, right? With The Nun. There's a couple others, I think. But yeah, so they were able to spin off a universe. I think this anthology idea would work today. And I really think with the film universe that perhaps they should spin off into some Halloween themed kind of stories. What do you guys think of that in the chat? Do you think the time is right to put the Halloween presents or whatever, the whatever? Do you think now's the time for them to do that? Because you can make these cheap, and you can go, make them $5-10 million and go easily, like triple, quadruple your investment. Like, I think the time is now for that. Let's see here. Entertainment Wizard wants to know how much he paid. If he paid more than a cup of coffee, I'll be, he got ripped off. It's time to play the game. Oh, that just says Triple H thing. Is he? What's going on with that? I don't get it. But anyway, time to play the game. Did I miss something here? Just a picture. Oh, so Nick got a picture from Nick Castle. Didn't get an autograph. So I want to build on this. So how much did the picture cost? And then how much was the autograph? that you had to say, that's too much? How much would it have been altogether? I'm curious. I need to know. So if I go to one of these, I need to know how much cash to bring, I guess. And I don't know why you didn't just meet someone better. I'll be honest with you. Like Christy Swanson, why didn't you go meet her? You shared with me the list of guests, and I would have totally met Christy Swanson for sure. Let's see, Blake. Autographs are worthless. Pictures last forever, but like, so does a picture with an autograph on it, right? You can. It's like an icebreaker when people come over to the house. Ask Joe. He has a script that's autographed by Heather Langenkamp. Like icebreaker. See, Blake agrees with me. You should have met Buffy. By the way, I tried to watch the old Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I think it's on HBO Max. Oof, that's a tough watch, man. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking making that movie. I've never watched the show, so I mean, I know it's pretty popular, but that movie, ooh, what a train wreck. Just terrible. Paxton's right. Some autographs can be worth money. That's true because these people are not going to live forever. I bet, but basically any horror person, they go and do these autographs every weekend. Don't buy any from them. If you can find like a Donald Pleasance autograph, something, that's probably worth some money. Shane from The Walking Dead. Man, he's fallen that far where he has to go to do conventions. That's pretty sad because that guy's pretty solid. Entertainment Wizard, he says, but I would start going to these conventions soon. Many of these actors are getting up there. Yeah, Dick Warlock. But the way Nick explains it to me, you kind of have to, unless you're money bags. I'm not money bags. I don't know why anybody believes that, but like you have to really fucking bring a lot of cash if you want to get. I'm gonna assume they take cash only. Do they take credit cards? Does Danielle Harris have one of those card readers and swipe your card? Does that work? Autographs are a pretty good price at Halloween 45 if you got a selfie with most of them. So there are conditions. So you have to buy this to get this, and then this and this to get this. No wonder they all do this stuff. No wonder. Cash only for autographs. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go. Maybe me and Nick Push will meet up somewhere one of these days. Maybe I'll go to Florida. Maybe we'll go to a convention. I don't know. I don't know if I honestly don't know if I want to hang out with Nick Push, but you know what? I'll have to probably pregame and get my alcohol tolerance up to keep up with that guy. But yeah. So back to the Halloween thing. There's a couple of other things. Yeah, they talked about the video game. Um, they're gonna do a video game, I guess, but I guess there's a mobile game that just came out. It's kind of like Bejeweled. It's like with Halloween. I mean, it's something. Let's see here, Blake. I'm going to Disney next March. Hope to meet Push in person. I think you guys should totally do that, so you can both be disappointed. A couple of degenerates in the flesh. Yeah, so they're doing, and then via the Halloween verse. Let me go back to this here, which I thought this is. Where is it? Where is it? Right. Yeah. Halloween verse put out that Michael Myers is now available in Fortnite. And can I just say that Michael in Fortnite looks better than Michael did in Halloween's 4 through Rob Zombie's Halloween 2? Amazing. So this image right here, well, I don't know about the whole. He's playing the Halloween theme with a butcher knife on a keyboard. Kind of cringe, but damn, he looks good. I'm not playing Fortnite. Joe here, match 3 mobile game. Match 3 games are generally not good. So, it looks like they're licensing out this Halloween just about everywhere. Like mobile games, video games. I have a couple of things I'll talk about here in a minute. I got some new goodies. I know Entertainment Wizard likes the 4K physical media stuff. I'm going to talk about that. Does anybody want a digital code? You know what? I'm just going to throw these codes in the chat, and whoever redeems them first, they're all yours. So I'm gonna have to take some time. I may do this tomorrow night when I have Nick Push on. That way I can type this shit out while he's talking. I should have thought of this earlier. But I have the entire hold on, let me get this off of here so I can show you what I have. I have the entire Halloween David Gordon Green trilogy in 4K. The whole thing. I'll give that away. Anybody who wants it, who doesn't have it. I have the original Friday the 13th theatrical version in 4K. I have Evil Dead Rise in 4K. And then last but not least, Scream 3, the brand new 4K transfer. Movies never looked better. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Nick, you can watch Dutch on HBO Max. So, go watch that there. Fuck Dutch. Let's see here. Entertainment Wizard said might be see it next September. I would suggest you check out Universal. Awesome place. I've never been to Florida, so I need to make that happen. Apparently, there's a lot of fun things. Entertainment Wizard. He also got this. This is a limited edition. I don't like. It's my crutch, man. But certificate of authenticity. They spelled a couple of things wrong on here. They spelled what they spell wrong here. Everybody was talking about this, how they misspelled so many things on here, but I'll show it to you. I got number 2,110 out of 5,325. But you get this is the Halloween 2018. You get Halloween Kills, and so the Halloween Kills they have this. This is Halloween Kills. That's in Halloween Kills, right? But then they have this. This is not in Halloween Kills, and this is Laurie's house from Halloween Ends. Like, what the fuck are they thinking? Like, these are supposed to be collector's items, and it's just like trash. I don't know what they're thinking. But yeah, there's Halloween Ends. Look at Laurie, Michael. Cool stuff. But I have these. Let's see here. And nobody wants any of these codes. I just don't get it. Nick, our voices we heard last year, Dutch is definitely streaming now. I'm pretty sure I told Nick Push months ago that Dutch was on HBO Max, but you know what? He's a busy guy too, so it's easy to forget these things. Entertainment Wizard, but conventions can be expensive, but if you focus on who you really want to see, it won't cost you as much as you think. That's going to be tough for me because I look at some of these guest lists and I'm like, so many people I want to meet, but you're right. You have to kind of whittle it down to who you want to meet the most. So I'm going to ask you, Entertainment Wizard, who? I know you've met a lot of people at these conventions. Who is one who you would break the bank, as it were, to meet that you have not met yet? I want to know that. Anybody else? Who would you break the bank to meet at a horror convention? Put it in the chat. Let me think about that. Who would I break the bank to meet? I've never seen any Ice Age movies, and I don't care, and I never will. I don't like kids, and I don't like cartoons. So there you go. Let's see here. Allie, I will shoot you the Evil Dead code. You got it. Evil Dead Rises is gone. All yours. Of course, Nick Push was your guy's Tom Arnold. There you go. This is interesting. Blake, he would pay $500 for pictures and a combo for Kurt Russell. I can get in with that. I like it. This is Entertainment Wizard. Uh, let's see. If he had a time machine, Donald Pleasance or Jamie Lee Curtis, he did stand within inches of John Carpenter. I bet he stunk like cigarettes and fucking Miller High Life. I bet. Let's see here. Joe, of course, Ellie Cornell, Heather Still, Heather Langenkamp. I think you could probably pull that off, Joe, if you just there has to be one near you, maybe in your neck of the woods where maybe you could meet. I don't know about Ellie Cornell. I don't know if that she does the conventions, but Amy Steele and Heather Langenkamp are all over that shit. Allie, anybody, and it would be James Jude Courtney. Anybody? I'm talking about anybody in horror. Like I think mine, I'm gonna just tell you, it has to be Nev Campbell. Like I would break the bank to have a picture, get her to autograph it, and to talk to her. I don't know how long you get to talk to them for. I would break the bank for Nev Campbell because I think she's awesome. Ellie Cornell really doesn't do that stuff anymore. But yeah, I wonder why. Like they have to be making bank. Like do these conventions pay for them to fly in and then just let them make all this money? Entertainment Wizard met Nev twice, man. That's awesome. Did you ask her if she's gonna be in Scream 7? I'm sure if people meet her, that's all they ask. "Are you coming back to Scream?" Like, never ask her, "Are you gonna do a sequel to Wild Things?" Like, ask her something like that, man. That would be awesome. Like, bring the gang back together. Let's do Wild Things. The Boomer generation. Oh, here's him, Blake. He has some comedians who pay a few hundred. Bill Burr, Seinfeld. So I watched Bill Burr's new movie. It's called Old Dads. Like I wanted to like think it was gonna be good, but it's all about PC wokeness. Standing up against that, speaking your mind. But in the end, he just becomes woke. It's fucking not good. Hell yeah, Wild Things was good. You know what I mean? It was good. With Bob Odenkirk, yeah, from Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. That would be a good one. That would be a good one. I don't. He's probably gonna be doing conventions at some point, right? Like it's over for him. It's over. Let's see here. Billy's mom from Scream 2, Jackie. She was in JFK. I watched JFK a couple weeks ago. Like that movie is so jam packed with talent, man. It's ridiculous. But Jackie from Roseanne is that Andy's mom from Toy Story, huh? You mean Child's Play? Sheldon's mom? What you want to meet everybody's mom? You don't want to meet Bud's mom. Let's see. He asked Nev's opinion on Scream 2022. She was oddly diplomatic, though she agreed Dewey deserved better. Like I don't like what would have been better for Dewey. Like what would it? He had to die. It had to be ugly. Like what would that? What would made that better? I don't know. He's a late bloomer like Liam Neeson. Careers. No, it's not. It is not. It's over. It's over for him. He is no Liam Neeson. I know he did the action movie, Nobody. Come on. It's a good question, Blake. But when I was in the oil field working nights, I got to watch a ton of movies. Do you? You bet your fucking ass I do. I watched JFK. I was on nights like what 10 days ago, the whole week, second week of October. I watched JFK. I watched Gone Girl. I watched it's on Netflix. It's called The Wrong Missy, which it's like an Adam Sandler production. Like you could tell it's a total movie that was written for Adam Sandler, but it was, he just like pawned it off to help his friends, help him get paid. It's the David Spade. Like all of fucking Adam Sandler's friends are basically in this movie. It's a pretty funny movie. It's called The Wrong Missy. It's on Netflix. It's like funny little thing if you don't have anything to watch, just pop it on there. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Dewey would have gone down and he okay, okay. See, that makes sense. He kind of did go down a hero though, right? He went back to kind of put the coup de grace on whoever the killer was to shoot him in the head. Like he had his head on straight. He was gonna go do what Sydney taught him all those years ago. But yeah, let's see, Scotty. Welcome to the chat. Can't wait for Friday nights at Freddy's tomorrow night. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Definitely gonna check it out this weekend though. Uh, Bud and the Missus, we're gonna go. They're showing the Rocky Horror Picture Show here in town at a local old timey theater. They do this thing there. It's called the Yucca Theater in Midland, Texas, and they have this like thing called Summer Mummers that they've been doing every summer. They do it every weekend, Friday, Saturday. It's like a play that they do. It's like probably the most fun you'll have coming to this hellhole that is West Texas. But if you're ever this way in the summertime, go check out Summer Mummers. You can go Google it, watch the videos. When you get to get fucked up and throw popcorn at people. It's a blast. But anyway, they're showing the Rocky Horror Picture Show there, costume contest. So I'll be there for that if I can stay up that late. Let's see here. Do I watch browsers? I do not. I'm not a degenerate. Bud or chat. I got Smile by Barbarian on my list to watch before Halloween. Which one is better? I have not seen Smile or Barbarian, but I got the Paramount Scares. They just released a box set. It has Smile, it has Pet Cemetery 1988, Rosemary's Baby, Crawl, and the Demon Street of Barber. The Demon. What's it? Sweeney Todd. It has that in there. I haven't been able to check it out yet, but you know, I've not. I'll let you know. But I don't think you can get Barbarian on physical media. But I mean, okay, I'll watch Totally Killer. Well, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm glad you brought it up. Amazon Prime. It's a Bloomhouse movie, total Bloomhouse movie. Joe here liked it. Rachel watched it 3 times now, and she hates horror movies. So it's kind of it's a total Bloomhouse movie where you know there's time travel involved, where you know her mother's killed, and somehow she time travels back to the 80s to stop the killer who killed her mom. The what is the smiley face killer or whatever it's called. Like they need so this movie just proves to me beyond a shadow of a doubt if you don't have a budget of $200 million, you have no business making any movie set in any decade, 90s and before. You have no business if you don't have that $200 million budget. Stop making 80s movies with a $3 million budget. It just doesn't work. And it really took me out of the movie. I wanted to like it. It's not like annoying, but it's come on. It doesn't even look like the 80s. I went and saw Killers of the Flower Moon, which was set in I think the early like 1910s through the 1930s. It totally looks like you would think it would look like because it has a $200 million budget. So there you go. And it's 3 hours and 30 minutes long. So don't take your blood pressure medicine like I did that makes you piss every 20 minutes. Let's see. Barbarian, he saw it. Nick saw it. He was confused on the hype for it. Yeah, I think it came out kind of at the tail end of the pandemic. And, people were kind of thirsting for something. And it was made cheap, made some money, I guess. Yeah, Joe's right about Totally Killer. It is a horror comedy. Goofy as hell. It's kind of, in the same vein as say um Happy Death Day and Freaky. very similar. Let's see here. Let's see, Shane, what did you say here? Nick, Shane, sorry, in and out trying to get fuck your schoolwork. I thought you'd be out like supporting Hamas or something. What are you doing schoolwork for? Let's see here. I shouldn't have said that, but you know what? I don't care. Yeah, Shane definitely has a future on YouTube, man. He totally like Ronnie from over. All the good names are taken. Blake, and Ronnie. Man, Ronnie fucking just made a star. Absolutely great job. Ronnie did a great job. They both did. Even though they're both wrong about Texas Chainsaw Next Generation, but enjoyed the hell out of that. Summer of '84, I watched it like 5 years ago. I don't remember like it's okay. So good. He says it's so good, Nick. You like Dutch, so I mean, we really can't take your word. Yeah, for much of anything. Let's see here. Smile is more normal than barbarian. So yeah. Let's see, where was I at? So there's this new thing. It's called Bing Google Image Creator. You can go to Bing. It's AI, so you can put in what you want, and it's really hard to get anything made on that because they're like very strict. So you can't just go put in there like Michael Myers strangling, you know, Nick Push. Won't do that. It violates. But I went in there and I put make a logo for the Shape of Horror podcast with Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and this is what it came up with. You guys tell me, is AI ready for prime time? Looks like a fucking train wreck to me. Tried to have some fun with that, but man, it's hard to get it made because everything it's so strict. Like they don't want you making, you know, fake shit, I guess. But this is my AI created Shape of Horror podcast logo. Let me go what you guys think. Shane Emerson watched a movie called Vicious Fun recently. Where can I find that and what is it about? Um, I watched Videodrome the other night. It's I think it's made in 81 or 82. David Cronenberg, he made a lot of made Scanners, he made The Fly. So many movies this guy made. He's like a Canadian film guy and the movie stars James Woods. I thought was going to enjoy that one, but man, that was a tough watch. Definitely don't watch Videodrome. I watched what else did I watch? Mm, God, it's sitting over there, but I can't really see it all. What the fuck did I watch? Anyway, I'll get back to that. Nick says it looks cool, but look, you can't even really read it. Like PCDCAAST. Favorite Stephen King adaptation. I like The Mist. I watched that not too long ago on 4K. Sadly, the transfer for the 4K very, very chunky on the grain, so it's kind of difficult to watch in 4K. But I would say The Mist would be up there. I kind of liked it. What else did? What others like? The Shining is also always great, right? A couple hit or miss ones with Stephen King's works. Stand by Me, I guess that's a pretty good one. Nick watched The Mist last night. Man, that's a fucked up movie. So the reason I brought it, I'm glad you asked that question because it parlays. I watched The Blob from 1988. You guys, I don't know if you guys remember that. 4K, amazing transfer. The movie never looked better. It was made by the same people that made The Mist. Frank Darabont. Very, very similar kind of movies there. You know what? I've never seen Salem's Lot. Was that a TV series or was it an actual movie? Silver Bullet, that's a good one. That's coming out on 4K here in a couple of weeks. I should have that any day now. And Shane Emerson is correct. The Blob from 1988 is really, really good. Has Matt Dillon's brother, what was his name? Kevin Dillon, he's in it. Shawnee Smith, and a lot of people that are in the Mist, like the sheriff in the Mist. He's in the, or I'm sorry, the sheriff in the Blob. He's in the Mist. He's kind of an older guy, and he's in The Walking Dead. I think he played the old guy with the beard and the RV. Can't remember his name. Allie, of course, loves her man candy. Thomas Jane, of course. The Mist is a fucked up movie, man. It's just shows you how quickly things can just go crazy, and that's kind of really what's happening in the world. Dale, that's right, Nick. Yeah, Shane, they've been talking a long time about the Salem's Lot movie. I'm not sure who's making it, and it's completed, and it must be either terrible, but if you guys remember the movie Trick or Treat, Warner Brothers shelved it for several years, and this ended up releasing it straight to home video back then. So maybe it's one of those things where it's good, but they just don't know how to release it. I don't know. It seems kind of dumb in the day and age of streaming. So I'm going to lean with it being just really bad. Oh, let's see. Thomas Jane was supposed to be Rick Grimes in The Walking Dead. I think they probably dodged a bullet there. I think the guy that they have to play Rick Grimes was dead on. Really good job he did. That show was pretty much dead the minute he left it. So the ending gutted me. Yeah, that ending is pretty tough, man. Pretty fucked up. The Blob does not have quite as good of an ending. It's kind of abrupt, but very enjoyable. Like 4K, if you can check it out, takes, like I said, 4K takes the age off of a lot of these movies, and The Blob is no exception to that rule. All right, so before I get off of here, I'm going to share with you the top 10 list for Take It to the Grave tomorrow. The schedule's already, or the stream's already scheduled. You can go there and please hit the like button on this so I can feel good about myself. I haven't done this in a while, and I don't know what YouTube success is anymore. So help me out. Um, Fuck, I'll just get into it. Take It to the Grave, episode 9. It's Halloween. We've done Halloween movies to death, so we're gonna change it up. And we're gonna do your top 10 favorite Halloween candy. Manic movie lovers, welcome to the chat. Sorry you missed the whole thing. We've talked about a lot of stuff and a lot of fun. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. That's very awesome of you. I appreciate it, Manic movie lovers. I appreciate it. So tomorrow night, while you're at work tomorrow, on the toilet with the phone, pick out your top 10 favorite Halloween candies, and we will give you ours and read yours. And really looking forward to that. We thought this was a little bit of change of pace, and I think it's going to be a lot harder to pick your top 10 favorite Halloween candies than you think. I was thinking about this earlier, and it's kind of a process because, when you get your Halloween bag full of candy, you always pick your favorites first, and then you're kind of left. Tomorrow night at 8:30 Central, so 9:30 Central. We'll be in Nick. We have a lot to catch up on, so you know, I think you'll be good then, Shane, because I think you'll be off. You get off at 9, so we're starting at 9:30 Eastern time, so you'll be good to go. Just be careful when you drive home. Joe is gonna eat a lot of candy and make sure the possible list is accurate. Let's see here. Yeah, Blake, that's all right, man. Hopefully they don't get blown out. Don't leave at halftime. You have to stay. I went and watched my nephews play a couple weeks ago. They led at halftime and then they blew it. You know, so I had to stay. But you just have to do it. What position does he play? I'm gonna guess Blake's son. Man, he has to be the field goal kicker. I'm gonna just say he's the field goal kicker. He's like he plays the sidelines. Maybe next year, right? Is he? Oh no, he's not a cheerleader, is he? Oh, oh, he's on the cheer squad. Oh, that's awesome. I love titties and G's too, Allie. Love titties. Safety, maybe, maybe. But anyway, let's see how long has this been going on? 50 minutes. Awesome. So I will, before I duck out of here, I'm giving away digital codes for Friday the 13th, the Halloween trilogy. These are all in 4K. So if you have a 4K TV, you can redeem these on whatever streaming, Apple TV, Vudu, whatever it is you want. And if you have a 4K TV, you can stream these movies in 4K. You can see what Bud's been talking about. I converted someone you would have never guessed. Jake Blaster always told me the 4K was a bunch of bullshit. But then I sent him Halloween H2. I gave him the digital code for that, and it opened his eyes. It made that he said that movie looks awesome, and I was totally right. Pop your shirt off before you sign off. No, but I'll show you my shirt. This is brand new. Fright Rags. Just got it just like 2 days ago. This will be the last fucking t-shirt I ever buy from Fright Rags, Gutter Garbs, anything. That's it. No more. I have to send like all my real clothes to Goodwill to make room for all these shirts. So can't do that anymore. He said it looked awesome. The picture looks awesome. He said it took, just like I said, takes the age off of these movies, man. It does. Like he didn't say the movie is awesome. He said it looked awesome. Jake would never say he did. He totally did. I think someone can back me up on that. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I know, it's hard to really pop the cork on all this Halloween stuff, where they're going. Like that integrated film TV universe, like I said, is very vague, very wordy, and it means they don't have any fucking ideas yet, but they have the rights. Yes, they did. They let him have a little 43-inch 4K TV in jail. I had to mail him the code, but he was able to redeem it, and he called me collect and told me I was totally right about 4K, and maybe one of these days when he gets paroled, he'll do a live stream and tell you that Bud was like. I also sent him Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which I think blew his mind. But yeah, when Jake gets out of jail, I'm sure he'll have a lot to tell you guys. So, all right, but tomorrow night, right here, Take It to the Grave, episode 9. You can go hit the notification bell right now. That way you don't miss it. Get your Halloween candy list ready. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.